Welcome back to the neighborhood, boys and girls. Our next guest is Tyler, the Terminator Ardron from Risk Reduction Plus, one of our awesome homeowners insurance vendors. Tyler, welcome to the neighborhood, everybody.
Thanks so much for having me, Mr. Mortgage.
Awesome,
Excited to be
on. Great to be here. So give everyone a little bit of a description of what you do and how you help people out to be your superhero self.
Definitely, yeah. So like Jim said, name's Tyler Ardron. I own and run a local insurance brokerage outside of South Jersey. We specialize in flood insurance, do flood insurance nationwide. We also do a lot of homeowners insurance in the area, tri-state area, so New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, and Delaware. Do a lot of auto insurance, and then we help a lot of small businesses in the area with their liability, workers' comp, and all that good stuff. We're a brokerage, so I shop out to the different markets. We have all the top carriers, Progressive, Plymouth Rock, all the big guys. Shop it, find the best rate for the client, make sure they're covered and all that, and get them all set up. So.
Awesome. Now, a little disclaimer here. If you're watching this production right now and you have an FHA loan, you need to call both of us because you can get a conventional loan with flood insurance. I'm sorry.
Yep.
FHA loan with flood insurance. If you have that, they force you to get special flood insurance, which is 3 times as much as the regular flood insurance. So if you're watching this, FHA loan and flood insurance, give us a call. We will absolutely save you money on that. My one client went from $2,200 a year in coverage to $580, I think was the coverage there. So a lot of people don't know the difference between the two things, and Tyler is awesome at that. So if you're watching and you have those scenarios, reach out to us.
Definitely.
Back to the interview.
Yeah, I want that though, real quick, just to go off of that, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're talking about there is you have to go to the government. If you're with FHA, it's in the FHA guidelines. And if Jim's able to refi you into, say, conventional mortgage, we can then go to private flood insurance, which opens up the market to every single private company where the rates are a lot more competitive. Just because there's 15, 20 different options as opposed to just the one with the government. Mm-hmm. So in that situation, we lowered them down to $500 a year. They escrow the flood insurance, so it's in that mortgage payment. So they're dropping down that that amount per month, which is $200 say a month right off the mortgage. Also with the refi, they could potentially lose that mortgage insurance.
Yeah,
so
sure.
They can save upwards of $500-600 a month, which is is insane.
Yeah, which we've done before.
Yeah.
Now, also, along with being an awesome homeowners insurance provider, you also are an incredible world-class networker. So I guess the answer might be a little obvious, but why do you do that, and what's your motivation for constantly getting people together?
Yeah. So in insurance, it's not sexy, right? I mean, at the end of the day,
listen, you made it sexy. Come on.
I try, but it only can get as sexy as it can get.
Right.
So I try bringing value to my referral sources, and just to meet new people, right? So I do a lot of networking events, like you said, Jim. Bringing people together and trying to bring value that way, and hopefully grow your business through meeting people in my Rolodex, and same vice versa for whoever's kind of coming to my events. So I just try to bring value to my people, because really at the end of the day, same in mortgage, same really I guess in any industry. If you go to me or you go to another insurance broker, at the end of the day, like we have the same products. Give or take, the rates could be a little different, but they're usually super close. So people come to me for the value that I bring, and I try to bring more value than just, hey, this is the insurance I can offer, because at the end of the day, anyone can do that. So big thing is just providing value, and that's kind of what I try to do.
Awesome. Tyler also turned me on to one of the better things that's happened to me. I don't even know if you remember that you turned me on to the Harvest.
I do.
Yeah. So the Harvest Network, which is a personal development, self-development network that we're in. How did you stumble across the Harvest, and how do you, do all the different things to invest in yourself and make yourself better all around?
Yeah. So I've always been for like coaching and just bettering yourself. I'm fortunate that I was raised that way. My mom is in real estate my whole life. My dad is a entrepreneur, owns his own business and everything. And even as successful as they are, my mom's always had a coach. She still does. She owns a brokerage now, and she still has a coach.
Right.
And she would, a lot of the things that the coaches would tell her, and me as a kid, she would tell me. Now at the time, as a 14, 15-year-old teenager, that didn't set in. Yeah, I'm just like, Mom, why are you telling me this stuff all the time? But looking back, now I can see that had an effect on me. So anytime I see that type of stuff, I'm always open ears. Anything, whether it's self-improvement, entrepreneurship, going to the gym, anything that's really bettering yourself, I've always been for. So I saw, so I joined Harvest, I guess, now going on 2 years. Kind of when Devin was first starting it, and a lot of the people that were in early were people that, like Justin Deals and a few others that, when I would go to networking events, there were people I gravitated towards, just their energy, their positivity, it just aligned with what I am. So they were in it, and I said, well, if they're in it, it's got to make sense. And, that was kind of that easy. It's kind of similar to you. I sent it to you, and you kind of saw it right away.
Right.
And it's been awesome because everybody in it now, like I said, yourself included, we all have that same kind of energy and same values and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what got me in it. And like I said, there's always room to improve. I'm never going to be, not that I'm never going to be happy, I'm super happy with what I do now and everything like that with my family and work and everything. But I'm never going to be, I guess, satisfied. And I think there's always room to improve, whether that's, like I said, in the gym, whether that's eating, better or whatever, cleaner, improving the business through, doing more sales. Every year, I'll tell you, when I opened up 9 years ago, I couldn't imagine doing 20 policies a month.
Right.
Now I'm doing 100, we're doing 150 a month.
Nice.
And I could never imagine doing that.
Sure.
And probably 5 years from now, I won't imagine doing 300, but I want to get there once I get to the next mark. Mm-hmm. So it's just, there's always room to improve, and I'm going to keep pushing it to get there.
Okay, your one personal question is, if you could spend a half an hour with any person from history, alive or dead, who would it be? Who would you want to sit down and have a talk with for a half an hour?
That's I've heard that because I'm an avid listener to these Mr. Mortgage, and I've heard that question, and to be honest, I thought about it because I said, I bet he's going to ask me something like that, and then I forgot, and now I'm thinking about it again. So that's tough, man. There's so many people I'd love to meet. Man, that's tough. I have to say it's got to be like an entrepreneur type person.
Okay.
And there's so many of them, right? I mean, your Elons, they're the easy ones. Elon Musk, especially now, right?
Sure.
Even though self-improvement guys, this will be just because he's been in the news a ton, but your Will Smiths. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I've always followed him too, man. Even before this crap he's going through now. Yeah. But he's always been that type of person too, of pushing and even though he's so successful, but when he was going on that run of I Am Legend and all those movies, mm-hmm. He's still I just listened to his book, and that's kind of why it's coming to my mind now.
Sure,
but
sure.
The way he structured his life was all around keep producing movies, successful blockbuster movies. So guys like him, just anyone successful, man. Yeah. I'm not one I'm a huge sports guy. Tonight we got, a ton of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure. We have the draft and the Toronto.
Yeah, so we got a ton of stuff going on, but I'm not crazy about I don't think I really would want to meet an athlete or something like that, because it's
maybe Babe Ruth or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So far back, but
something like that. But now it's these guys, I could care less. They ain't paying my mortgage.
Right.
But someone that would really benefit me would be someone that's, like I said, that had a successful business. Even now, when I do networking and stuff, I pick your brain all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? And the reason I do that is because I can take stuff from anybody and learn. So being able to talk to an Elon Musk for 30 minutes, or a Buffett, or anybody
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
And just picking their brain, how did you go from here to here, and what types of things did you do? And from what I've learned, just for people like yourself, and just other entrepreneurs in this area that I've talked to. It's taking those risks and everything.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'd say, you know, not to give you a direct question, but any entrepreneurial type person is kind of what I Bezos, like any of those types of people, I'd love to just sit down for 30 minutes. You know, now I guess I couldn't meet a Bezos or something like that, but you got to pay him probably.
Yeah, a ton.
Yeah, a ton of money. So
Yeah.
that's not what I'm looking to do. But
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming by the neighborhood.
yeah, thanks
Great
so
to
much,
see
Mr.
ya.
Mortgage, for having me.
Awesome, and we'll be back with the next guest from Mr. Mortgage's neighborhood.